week, another walk, and this time it's the same place I was a few weeks ago actually in an earlier video blog. It's Kinloch and Glen again, but this time I've come from Glen Isla, which is where I am now. This is the snow that fell 2 weeks ago, and because we haven't had any wet windy weather, it's just been cold and still and sunny. All this wonderful snow is still here, and it's consolidated and it's taking my weight, which is wonderful. Which probably means it's a crampon day up on the tops. Anyway, I'm going up there. Oh, just emerging into the sunshine, which I'm very glad of. It's maybe sunny. It's still -6, but it is the end of February. It's almost the end of the meteorological winter. It's almost spring, so that sun is lovely and warm. You'd never know. Now I actually feel warmer already. You'd never know it was -6. Oh, everything's so bright. Might remember back a couple of blogs ago, I did one called Cold in the Cairngorms on a savagely cold day when I went and looked at Kinloch and Glen, which is where I'm going today. But at the start of that walk, by the car park, there was a signpost saying, I think it was Monaghan Pass, and if I'd kept on walking on that path, I'd eventually got here. It goes over the pass, which is way up in the hills over there, and emerges here in Glen Isla. Doing that walk was in no way enticing a few weeks ago when I did that blog. It was so cold. Today, stark contrast. Barely a breath of wind, and it does look enticing today. I am now getting very warm. Time to take some layers off. Incredibly, it's not even 9 o'clock, it's a few minutes to 9. I can just feel so much heat coming off, not just the sun, but also reflecting off the ground. So, definitely going to use that now, even though it's not even 9 o'clock. It's amazing to be putting it on this early, but it's easy for people to forget, because there's snow on the ground, that it's almost March, and the sun is as strong as it is in mid-October now. So you do have to be careful. You can easily get sizzled. But one thing I sometimes forget to do, but I'm getting better at it now, is actually putting sun cream up in my nostrils as well, because all the glare, the reflected light's coming up and starts burning you. So I'm glad I've got this. I was going to trim this the other day, but I thought better of it and thought if I go out in the snow, this will at least stop me from burning underneath. Just been passed by 3 ATVs with people on. Stalkers, presumably. They had guns, so off to shoot. How's that for a view? The 3 ATVs who just headed off down there, they've headed up the glen. They overtook me on the way up, and they'd stopped here just as I was coming up. I was going to ask them if there was anywhere they wanted me to avoid today, because they're shooting deer. But they'd gone off before I had a chance to catch them up. Anyway, it's time to start going up. Just going to take on some water here. It's a day for dehydration, I think, so make sure I've got enough. Drink some now and fill up. Oh, goodness me, it's hot. There's not a breath of wind. The wind is warm when it does blow. Oh, it's proper continental like. It's like being in the Alps or in Norway or something where it is high pressure during the winter and it's still and it's sunny and the ground stays cold and it stays firm. It's amazing. It's not like Scotland, that's for sure. What amazing weather. Just spied a massive herd of deer right over there. It's too bright for me to see the viewfinder, so I can't tell if you can see that or not. But over there, just that massive black. 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30. Over 100 easily. Actually, I've just spied another herd way over there. I don't know if you can make it out. There's just a sort of a black line moving this way. It's only when you see things like that, because there's nothing in the Cairngorms to actually judge scale. It's only when you see a herd of deer looking tiny up there you realise how vast this plateau is. Amazing place. Oh God, it's hot though. Well, there we go. Just listen to that. There's nothing. There's no sound at all. I can hear the river down in the glen, but that's all I can hear. Right, well, a few changes while I'm sat here having a sandwich and some water. Changed my top, my sweaty top. Can't recommend this enough, taking a spare top on any walk. Because when you get to the top and if it's windy, the wind blowing on you when you're a bit damp really makes you cold, and just swapping that, I'll tie that to the back of my bag and then it'll dry out during the day. Whereas the other week I had to wear a balaclava because it was so cold. Today I swapped for the Lawrence of Arabia look. Didn't expect to be using this in February. I can just feel so much heat coming off this snow, so it's a sensible thing to do really, to protect the back of my neck. Oh, it's hot. And the crampons are on as well, because it's quite icy on these flat bits. Where I've been coming up over there, because it's sloping down that way and the sun's been on it, it's actually quite soft, but all this over here is a bit more dubious. So better safe than sorry. And again, there's no sound at all. When I sat down, all I could hear was my heart thumping. And that's why I'm always saying that it's worth going off and exploring, so that you can actually find A, some solitude, and B, spectacular places that you wouldn't otherwise know about. Well, the hunt is on. One of the ATVs with the stalkers turned up while I was sat there. There it goes. And the deer are way over there on the horizon. They're just appearing as this black line. It's certainly a lot noisier with crampons. Making a point of keeping to the right. The ATV's up there, the stalker's gone over there somewhere. So I'm making a point of just keeping as far right as possible without putting myself in danger by going over these cornices. But they're over there, I don't want to interfere with what they're doing. So, I'm probably not even halfway round yet. Got to go round, all the way around there, which is a long way. But I think the worst of the up should be over now. So at least it's downhill, kind of. But it's awkward walking on crampons. I never really like walking on crampons. It changes the way you walk. It affects your gait. And I've already had to stop to see to an area on my heel that's rubbing and might result in the blister because I'm walking funny. Peculiar tracks here, which I think are snowmobile tracks. In fact, that might be it up there. There's a little black dot. Well, this couldn't be more different than how it was the last time I was here last month for the video blog I did when I was at the top of there at Cardiff Clasher, and then came along here and stood up there, and there was just a big gash of blue across the sky there, and that's all there was. It was forecast to be blue skies, but it wasn't. What a difference it is today, my goodness. More blue sky than I know what to do with.